All right, here we go again. 3, 2, 1. You're listening to Just Okay Gamers, where this week we've traveled all the way to South Korea. Boy, are my arms tired.
Pyongyang.
Annyeong.
Right.
You've been punching the air this whole time.
Yeah.
On the plane.
Yeah, I'm just so worked up. I'm very, 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 very excited to see our fellow co-host, Nasty, birth name, Nasty, competing in a Winter Olympic event. Man, this is going to be great.
Yeah, he left ahead of us, right? Do you know what he's playing in?
I don't.
Did he tell us the event? I think it's some sort of skating.
Yeah, he said show up to the ice track.
Which one?
I know that could be a lot of things.
Well, yeah, we're in front of 4 different ice tracks, so I don't know which one we should go to.
Let's just pick one at random. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And you are the one that we will watch. Oh, I guess we're going to this one that I pointed to.
You didn't point to any of them until the very last minute, so I feel like you just wanted to go to this
I was
one.
doing it with, if you watched, I was doing it with my eyes.
Oh, okay, I see. All
okay.
right, let's go.
Okay. All right. This is us walking.
No, I'm walking.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. The snow is crunchy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
well,
wearing a good jacket.
I spilled my potato chips, actually.
That's a lot of potato chips.
Here, you can have some of my kimchi.
Oh, how
Oh, hey, we're
culturally
here.
sensitive of you. Oh, thank God. That was a very short walk.
It makes me fun.
All right, we're at the ice track. I hope I can see Nasty win a gold medal. I didn't even know he was in contention or on any sort of team. He just sent us a message saying, come to the Olympics.
Sign Nasty.
Yeah.
It's actually very cryptic.
It's written in crayon, too.
Yeah, it was scribbled like a 4-year-old wrote it. The C was backwards.
Yeah. Well, I sure hope he's here. Let's keep an eye out. Let's see, there's some guys skating. Is that one of him? Maybe.
None of those have a beard. He could have
Wait, is he-
shaved it.
He's a
They're
guy
all
with a
Asian
beard
too.
surrounded by a bunch of Korean people, like over in that corner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
They're all wearing red.
And they're cheering. And they're saying, long live and prosper, Kim Jong-un.
Wait. They have a sign up, bro, that says the will of the people is the only law.
Oh, yeah.
And Nasty's cheering with them.
Oh, and there's armed guards pointing various firearms at him, too. Huh. Do you think maybe Nasty's part of the women's cheerleading team for North Korea?
I do now.
Yeah.
I mean, all the clues are there.
Should we go
seems
talk to
add
him?
up. Nah, let's just watch some Olympics, huh?
All right, sounds good.
We're just okay and we play some games. We're just okay gamers.
Thanks for listening to episode 245.
2, 4, 5.
245 of the Just Okay Gamers podcast. My name is Gweedo, and I'm here with...
What?
What and Mel.
And Nasty's over there cheering.
Yeah, he's cheering.
Eat defect.
Strange that that the time difference is strange, huh?
Just a little bit of
I'm having trouble adjusting. You know?
Well,
Usually,
it's the hardest part.
yeah, back home it's what? It's like 9 a.m. or so. Yeah,
Other side of the planet.
That's usually when I jerk off. So,
Well,
if
I
you
mean-
guys don't mind,
Just get comfortable,
Oh,
man.
no,
Yeah, just
not
spread
at
out.
all.
We're in the front row
Okay.
here, so just put your legs out.
yeah, no one will see me. Behind me,
Take your
no one
pants
will
off.
see me.
Limber up a little.
Yeah. All
Okay.
the competitors will see you though.
Yeah, but you know they've trained their lives to overcome various distractions to compete.
You know, I never travel without Vaseline. You want some for your dick?
Please,
While he's applying it himself.
Yeah,
Oh,
here you go.
thank you.
Let's lather that up there.
Okay. I can take it from here.
Okay.
Okay.
You put the Vaseline in your mouth.
That's what you do, right?
Well, I don't know.
This is jerking off, right? Eating Vaseline.
No, that's what you do every morning, though.
Oh, yeah. Eat a tub of Vaseline. Isn't that...
You ever shove it in your mouth?
Are you okay? Do you have any health problems?
Well, I haven't had a solid shit in years.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What's jerking off to you guys?
Well, every day I get up and I make some breakfast and I get in my car and drive to work. That's jerking off for me.
Oh, wow. That's dancing for me.
Oh, it's dancing? All these years I've been dancing. I didn't even know.
Ah, boy, oh boy. Well, Olympics aside, how are you guys' weeks? I mean, the travel, it took us 22 hours to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit of a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every day prior to that, I was packing and rechecking my packing, so it's pretty much my whole week.
Okay.
You gotta double check your packing. You have to.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, no laugh there? That's a good inside joke.
I laughed. I laughed.
I liked
okay.
it. I wasn't transmitting my laugh.
I see you on Skype, and you're always
looking at you,
transmitting.
fucker.
You're open.
Yeah. Nasty's participating in that cheerleading thing, so he won't be joining us on this episode. Hopefully, he did message me. And he IM'd me and said, "Hey, Gweedo, I got big news to share." And he said he also said he hit enter, and I went, "Oh, what is it?" And he said, ... It's not for you to say on the podcast, so I'm just gonna say it when I get back." Which I thought was a weird thing for him. He could have just like held in that he's got big news. Don't you
Right.
hate it when people say I got big news and then they don't tell you the big news?
Yeah, it's like they show you the cookie jar, but they don't give you any daggone cookies.
Does that happen?
Well, in theory, it could.
I haven't seen a cookie jar in years.
Yeah, I haven't seen a cookie jar in quite some time.
Why don't people do cookie
But
jars?
if you did, you would want a cookie.
I expect
Yeah.
a cookie when I see a cookie jar.
Yeah.
I couldn't actually tell you. It's been so long since I've seen a cookie jar. I don't know what my reaction would be to seeing the cookie jar.
What are the possible reactions that you could have to seeing a cookie jar? Aside from
Joy.
wanting a cookie.
Seething red rage.
Okay.
What, were you molested with the cookie jar?
It depends what the cookie jar is, you know?
You walk into a room with the cookie jar, the Kill Bill siren goes off.
Yeah.
It's just it's like a cookie jar. It's
Oh, like a glass jar. You know how some cookie jars are like shaped like animals or
There's thematic.
Yeah.
like porcelain kind of things?
Yeah, we had like a candy house cookie jar thing.
Mm.
You know
I
what I
had
mean?
I'm like a candy house cookie jar.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it looked like a gingerbread house?
Gingerbread house. That's the one.
Okay. Candy house is a weird thing. Is that what they call it in Canada?
Well, I couldn't think of the name, first of all, and I'm not sure that it was gingerbread. I know the roof was cookies.
Okay.
What was the
I had a
question?
I don't know. I don't know. I had a cookie jar shaped like Commander Data's head, and I just want to put that out there.
Oh.
It was really cool.
Yeah, my family didn't have cookie jars because we were poor.
What does that have to
What did you put your cookies in?
Millpool had so many cookie jars.
Well, we didn't have a cookie jar. We just we used the dried up, hollowed out corpse of our first dog.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know how you eat cookies if not out of a cookie jar.
You eat them out of the package.
A fucking
You know?
sap.
Package? What is package?
Well, how did you eat candy cookies when you were a kid? We had people suspended on wires that would come down like offer us one when we let off a certain bird call.
Yeah.
Kokokara! Kokokara!
No, the cookie jar was for homemade cookies.
That's fair.
The packaged cookies, yeah, of course. You just eat those out of the package.
Do you consider a cookie jar full of manufactured cookies a sacrilege?
No, that's fine. If
Okay.
That's the way you want to live your life. Like, that seems a little anal.
That seems basic,
Me.
in my opinion. I mean, who wants to eat ordinary cookies? You go if I got a cookie jar and I opened the lid and it was just like shitty pre-done,
Like Oreos?
like Oreos or something, I'd be mad. I'd be like, fuck, I'd throw it on the floor, just shatter the fuck out of it, and stomp on it.
You'd be
aggressive.
mad. What is with you guys and getting angry at cookie jars?
Well, I had a cookie jar shaped like Kevin Spacey growing up.
What?
Yeah.
So now it would make you mad seeing it
Yeah.
because of what he did.
Yeah. It did.
That's
It did some horrible things to me growing up.
How was your week?
Oh, my week was okay. I had to work this past week, and we got a shit ton of snow. And then it warmed up, and it went away.
Mhm.
That's it.
Where did it go?
Well, snow melts, and either it goes into the ground or evaporates, or into storm drains of some sort.
All right. It was a perfect opportunity for a joke, but
yeah, you ruined it. You set it up everything. Set
Sorry.
the table. Couldn't cook the food and put it on the table for him.
I can't always be funny, Millpool and Wally. Even then, what I just said wasn't funny, but you guys are laughing.
it was kind of funny.
It was funny,
It was a little bit funny. You're like
Yeah,
the Jerry Seinfeld of this podcast.
What's the deal with cookie jars? All right, we need to move on. You guys remember last time when Nasty wasn't on a podcast?
And it got really weird really quick.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Yeah, weird. We didn't talk about video games at all.
We talked about someone's, like some celebrity's childhood
Ray Charles.
brother drowning. Ray Charles' brother drowning
Yeah.
in a wash basin, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's
So
your
we got to keep it a bit more on track this time. We've already fallen off track several times.
do people like us talking about video games? Because I don't think the data's in on that just yet.
No?
I don't know.
I think they like the intermingling of either. If we talk,
Of the two?
yeah, if we talk more about one thing than the other, then they start getting into a frenzy.
Well,
Okay. That's fair.
But you guys don't have anything superb about your weeks or anything, huh? No
Absolutely
funny
nothing.
anecdotes?
I went to a basketball game. That was kind of funny, I guess.
Oh, yeah? Was it
Yeah.
the Harlem Globetrotters? Because they're real funny.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, they
they're
are
funny.
funny. Well, are they funny or are the Washington Generals more funny?
as a foil.
No.
Because you can't really have one without the other, right?
The Washington Generals they're just there. They're just a team that's trying to play normal basketball.
No,
Right?
they're part of the show, right?
I think they're like intentionally incompetent, like arch nemesis.
Yeah,
of the
they're not
Globetrotters.
I don't think they're running down the court and their trunks are falling across their ankles.
But that would be. I think they are actually, and also
Yeah.
that's really
I
funny.
thought they're a fake team,
So
like,
if they're
that's
not
designed
doing
to
that, they
fail.
should
Yeah,
be.
Well, they're designed to fail in the sense that they're so much worse than the Harlem Globetrotters.
They're
No
not-
one
they're
goes to a Harlem Globetrotters show like I really hope Washington Generals win this game.
not- Yeah,
I would.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're a part of the bit.
Yeah, they are. Part
They're
of the
they're
bit.
not like trying to win the game.
What if they are? What if it's just that bad?
I want to know the spread of our audience that even knows what the fuck the Washington Generals are.
I don't know. Harlem
And the-
Globetrotters still tour.
Are they
and
still
stuff. Oh yeah.
That's good.
They used to do a game or a show every New Year's Eve in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they came through my hometown
Have
too.
you seen?
I mean,
Have you guys seen them ever?
I have not.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're
You
funny.
have?
I mean, it was a big part of my childhood, like Globetrotters, monster trucks, and wrestling. That was like the Brent Holy Trinity of entertainment.
They are funny. I really like it when Jamal Johnson, the center for the Harlem Globetrotters, gets up and does a tight 10 minutes.
Is that what they do?
Yeah,
They
they just do stand up in the middle of the court.
Man. I gotta see
Wait,
that.
did we do a bit about the Globetrotters already? I feel like we did.
Probably. It's
I
been
think
5
so.
years.
We've done everything.
I think we may have talked about how they like killed a whole bunch of people with a bomb or something. I don't know.
Oh, I vaguely remember that. Yeah, they dropped a bomb on someone. Maybe like all the Washington Generals families live in one hometown, and that's where they dropped the bomb.
The rivalry is so great. They've taken it to this length.
All right.
No, that's a show I would go see.
Yeah, them at war
But
with each other?
yeah, a bunch of innocent people getting killed.
All right. Well, I'm glad you watched that basketball game.
Yeah.
Who was playing?
It was the Toronto Raptors were in Charlotte playing the Bobcats.
The Bobcats? I didn't
Yeah,
even know that
or
was an
the
NBA
Hornets.
team. The Hornets.
Sorry. They were the Bobcats for a little bit, but now they're
They're back to the
again.
Hornets.
Mm-hmm.
Muggsy Boggs was
Yep.
on the Hornets.
He was. There was a poster of him somewhere in that arena.
Okay.
It's my story.
All right. Well, what do you think? What?
Huh?
Games?
You sure you don't want to talk about anything else? I don't know.
Like
Just
that
trying to derail this even further.
No, I'm just really excited for Nasty's big announcement. Any
It's
guesses
huge.
as to what this announcement could be? Because we don't know what it is.
He's running for
I don't
public
know.
office.
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, it must be really huge because he didn't even bother to tell us that he was joining the North Korean cheerleading squad.
Yeah,
don't
you'd
even-
think that would be a noteworthy kind of thing
Right,
that
yeah.
would come up in conversation.
I question whether or not even he knew he was signing up for the North Korean cheerleading squad.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Should we go talk to him or?
Yeah, we could go talk to him. Let's go walk over there.
You want to put your pants back on? Or?
Yeah, let me wipe my mouth full of Vaseline off.
Did you finish that whole jar?
Yeah. I ate it during the times I wasn't talking.
You just shoved it down your throat.
It slides down really easily.
All right.
All right, let's walk over to Nasty. Annyeong! 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 Oh, here we are. We're here.
That's a really spirited cheer they had going on.
I'm sorry, my Korean isn't fantastic, but are they just saying hello?
Over and over again?
Yeah, they saw us approaching. I believe they were greeting us.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Nasty, what's up?
Yo, it's Nasty, boys.
Oh man, so cool. Hey, Nasty, come here for a second.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey man, what's up? It's great to see you here. This isn't what we were expecting though.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I watched a Vice video on North Korea, yo, and I thought, what a cool place.
All right, that's
Hey, you really like communism, huh?
Yeah, comrade. Yo.
Yo, comrade.
Yeah, okay. I mean, most people kind of think it's like a horrible place where they like imprison their citizens, but everything's going good for you?
Yo, not me. It's got no minorities whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's the same there, so that's why I can appreciate
That's
it.
what
Yo.
drew you to it. I see, yeah. All right, man. Have fun.
Okay, bye. Annyeong.
Oh, boy.
Hey, we're walking away now.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Annyeong.
All right. Maybe it's one of the. It's like aloha means hello and goodbye.
Probably that's it. Okay, what do you guys say? Should we talk about some video games?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Bow number 5. One, two, three, four, five. Everybody in Discord, so come on, let's ride to the league game around the corner. The boys say they want some free elo, but I really don't wanna lose a streak like I had last week. I must stay deep, cause talk is cheap. I like Nasty, Wally, Millpool, and Gweedo. As I continue, you know they're getting sweeter. So what can I do? I really beg you, my lord. To me, the LCS is just like a sport. Anything fly, it's all good, let me jungle. Please send in the voicemail. A little bit of segue in my life, a little bit of just okay by my side. Jumbo number 5.
Classic. All right, video games, huh? What do you think about those games?
They're happening. They're all in the news. Everyone's talking about them.
What do you think is the most popular video game right now?
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, League of
would be a big
Legends,
one, yeah.
Monster Hunter is very popular.
Monster Hunter is definitely the flavor of the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
What else? Am I missing something?
Minecraft's always up there, right?
Sure.
With the kids.
It's on like every platform. The kids love it.
The kids do love it. Cool.
Rainbow
Glad we
Six.
went over that.
Oh, okay.
That's our video game segment.
And we're out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Bow number 5.
shit.
No, we're not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Not the whole thing. Kingdom Come Deliverance. You heard about this? You seen this?
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on it, but I've been a little leery of it.
I've also been keeping my eye on it. It is a video game set in medieval times.
It's set in the Kingdom of Bohemia, which is kind of somewhere squished between what would be modern day Germany and Poland, kind of the Czech Republic kind of a thing. It's in that area, set in the 16th century, something like that.
Yeah. It's been likened to Skyrim, a medieval Skyrim without magic.
Okay.
It's a little bit more hard than Skyrim. It has a Skyrim mechanic, but it has a very more sim-like difficulty. Like you can get your shit fucked pretty quick.
Yeah, I guess the combat system's a bit more robust too.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know anything about this. I pretty much just saw it like today or yesterday. Just kind of came out of nowhere.
I've been following it for half a decade.
There's been like a modicum of hype lately built around it.
It's crowdfunded, right?
It's a Kickstarter.
Oh.
Originally. Snowballed from there.
Everything I've seen from it looks old. From the graphics to the combat system to the UI to the menus, everything just looks dated.
It's a labor of love. The external scenes fare very well, like the nature and shit. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, it definitely looks like Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim-y.
But people are excited about it, and it's a game that I was considering getting, I suppose.
It looks cool.
I get games. But apparently there's a lot of bugs right now. It's buggy.
24 gigabyte day one patch.
That's a lot of gigabytes. So keep your eye out for Kingdom Come Deliverance, I guess.
This podcast sponsored by Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I do want to get it. I just am a little leery until they start patching it up a little bit. And for what it's worth, the Steam reviews are really, really super positive. Kind of creepy, really.
Steam reviews are always positive.
Unless
it's some sort of like
not true
microtransaction or loot box shit. Then people go up in arms, but you go to most games, especially AAA titles that have hype built around them. You can't trust those. You can't trust them at
What?
all.
Can't trust what? The Steam reviews?
Yeah, the Steam reviews.
It can be a little based on the whims of the court of public opinion, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like if even if it's perceptively bad, they'll review it as bad, even though it may not be. I mean, give it some time to percolate.
I don't know. I think they're pretty much fine. Steam reviews.
I've
I
bought I've bought several games that were overwhelmingly positive that just weren't there. Maybe it's just me.
I think there's some bandwagoning in Steam reviews myself. People, they have a tendency to be very tribal about a game. And if like everyone's sort of, oh, it's the best game ever, you're going to like it. Everyone should play it. And if you don't like it, you're a fucker and yada, yada, yada.
Do you guys buy games based on Steam reviews though? Ever? Have you ever done that? Or has it swayed you like over the top?
It's pushed me over the edge a few times.
I factor reviews. I mean, as much as I talk shit, I use them.
Why do you laugh at that?
I made a joke in my head. Yeah, I made a joke in my head that it made you come.
I like it.
See, this is why I don't always laugh on air, because sometimes I'm making myself laugh.
Oh, does that happen often?
I don't know. Maybe.
Create your own bliss.
Cool. Yeah, like what recently have I SOS is a good example. I bought that game because the reviews were positive, and boy, oh boy,
I totally missed the boat on
game.
that. What was that about?
We went over this a few episodes ago. It's like a survival kind of reality show bullshit.
I remember now. Okay.
But yeah, I didn't dig it much. But Kingdom Come
mostly positive for SOS.
It is?
Yeah, mostly positive.
Oh man, that game is just not great.
That game looks okay. I watched a video of it today because I had no idea what it was.
It looks okay,
like
but then you play it for 2 hours and you've experienced everything it has to offer.
Right. I think there's potential with what they're trying to do there. Like the whole game show idea, streaming focused idea is kind of interesting.
It is, but it's so niche, you know?
Streaming is niche? I don't think so.
Well, getting people to play a game that they're streaming to an audience, you know? One, you need someone to be streaming it, which is what percentage of any given game, you know? Yeah. A very small fraction. And then two, you need those people to have an audience that's participating.
I think it can be enough to support a game and to keep it going, though. Like, it doesn't have to be enormous. And games have gotten popular simply because people stream them. So I think that's probably what they're going for.
They got Snoop Dogg to stream that game. I don't think it worked.
Did you see that? Because I heard they might have faked it.
It was totally
They did fake it. He was admitting during it. He was like, I'm not playing this. I'm just commenting on it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, what else is going on these days? We got nothing, guys. We got nothing.
It was a slow news week.
There's a girl playing Overwatch, everybody.
Overwatch is first female pro. That's a big deal.
What's her name?
I don't know. I forgot. I used to know, but because they were teasing it for like weeks and weeks that someone's going to finally pick her up, and I think it's like Gaguri or something. But yeah, they finally.
Is it Annyeong?
It's not Annyeong.
It is Annyeong, actually.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing from my sources.
Oh, in your ear right now?
Yeah, which is actually just that North Korean cheering squad over there.
Oh, yeah. They're like, Annyeong! Annyeong!
That is exactly what they sound like. Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Well, congrats to her for making the team.
Yay.
Right? If we want gender equality in esports,
just calm down.
We're gonna have to just treat it like it's any kind of person joining any kind of team. All right?
You know what I mean, gentlemen?
Look, gender equality is a woman joining a team, a man joins a team. Nobody gives a shit about it, huh?
Is the Alex Jones thing?
Yeah. Dude. When did you turn into Alex Jones?
I just channel him sometimes.
Makes the freaking frogs gay.
I don't know. You guys talk about something, man. I'm out of here.
He's actually leaving. I was gonna ask him about Shadow of the Colossus, but
Yeah, we do want to ask him about that because he apparently really, really likes it, like super bad. Like he's so.
oh
grateful.
yeah,
Oh, he totally gets like the control scheme and like he loves the AI. You know, he's
Right.
totally, especially the horse that he has to ride. He loves the horse part. The really thing I don't like about it is, you know, he keeps gushing so much. I think he's making a bigger deal out of it than it really is.
What are you talking about?
No, we're talking about how much he loves Colossus, man. And
Shadow of the
want-
Colossus.
oh,
you won't
I
shut
think
the
that's
fuck
the
up
only
about how
thing-
great it is.
The
Man.
only thing we have to talk about right now.
Shadow of the Colossus? I could go into a dissertation here. No, I couldn't really. I played Shadow of the Colossus on stream, the whole game from start to finish. Took me, oh boy, probably like 8 or 9 hours of streaming. And played it. It was the first time I ever played it. I've always heard about Shadow of the Colossus, how great a game it is.
Wait, did you see the news story that I posted?
No, I did not.
The
It broke
remake.
sales.
It's topping the PS4 sales charts, and it dwarfs the sales of the original PS2 game. So people love it.
Yeah, they're
Well, they're
fucking love
buying
dude.
it.
They're eating it up. Everyone
buying
loves it. 100% overwhelmingly positive
Overwhelmingly positive reviews too. Yeah.
on Steam for some reason. And, it's
And
not
one of the
even-
most critically acclaimed elements of the remaster is the delicate and precisionally retuned control scheme, which is highly lauded comparative to the original.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Yeah, the smartest man in the world, Stephen Hawking, said this game is brilliant. It's the best game ever. Anyone who doesn't like it is an idiot.
Yeah, I read that Hideo Kojima killed himself because he couldn't top that masterpiece.
He just looked at it and was like, "This is enough," and then just shot himself in the face.
No, Shadow of the Colossus, the remaster looks gorgeous. Looks good. They did a good job with the visuals. It's a very graphically pretty game. A lot of the Titans are well, designed in the aesthetic sense.
Are they called Titans?
Sorry, Colossi.
Okay.
And the score of the game is very nice. Music hits at all the right notes, get it? And then plays it at proper times, speeds up, slows down when stuff is or isn't happening. And then that's where my praise ends for Shadow of the Colossus. I experienced the biggest problem I had was I'm trying to debate which one it was. So the controls were not good, specifically riding the horse. Like the horse, you'd hop on this horse that you had egg roll, and
Egg roll!
You'd
Oh, there's no, thank you. Sorry, there's a vendor that just came over to us.
We're in
Our egg
Korea.
roll, yeah, egg rolls aren't Korean delicacies, are they?
Do you want me to call him back over?
No. Yeah, the horse, it just like it would slow down when you didn't want it to slow down. Like little tiny rocks in the road would make it come to a complete halt. If you turn the controller to the left, it would move to the right, or just like wig out. It was just bad controls with the horse. The player controls were also wonky, very wonky. You'd like so you're climbing colossi in this game, these giant creatures that you have to slay, and there's points where you're climbing up, you'd have to jump from one point to another, and you'd like magnet grab onto what you're doing, and then you'd grab onto ledges that weren't like the ledges that you were sitting on top of. Your character would like teleport 2 feet to the right and grab a different ledge. It was just super ultra frustrating when you're trying to do these precise movements in this game and nothing was going the way that you intended. What else was bad about it? Oh, the fucking camera. Ooh, boy.
Well, that's like what, 10 years ago, straight up, almost.
It is
So you
10
got that
years
weird-
ago.
Well, 10 years ago, that was when like cameras were at their lowest point. Like, how can I inconvenience the player the most and yet still get a cinematic view? That was that kind of time period for games.
Yeah, except it wasn't a cinematic type of view because it would always point the camera in these odd directions. Even when there was like something cinematic going on, where a Titan's about to attack you or doing a wind-up animation, it'd point directly at the ground. And whenever you move the camera to look at something, it would snap right back to that shitty perspective. It was just so frustrating. Every aspect of playing that game was frustrating.
But it's over now.
It is over now. To the point where it overshadowed, pun intended, the actual spectacular things that were going on the screen.
Right.
Yeah,
What about the story? I heard there's a good ending in that game.
The story
Is it
was
bad?
dumb.
Is it
The
good?
ending was dumb. Everything was dumb. I don't care.
Really?
Jesus.
Yeah. All right. Spoiler alert. I'm about to spoil Shadow of the Colossus for
Do
you.
it. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah, do it. I don't give a shit.
This boy brings this corpse woman to this fairy tale land, sets her on a pedestal, and there's these gods, I suppose. And they're like, hey, you got to kill these Colossus. We'll bring her back to life for you.
See, that's his first problem. He put a woman on a pedestal.
Yeah, never do that. And then, so then you go and kill all the Colossus. That's it. The story ends there. There's a wide gap in between where you're just going around killing Colossuses. And then it's the ending sequence. That's the story. You kill the last Colossus, and you come back. There's these men there that apparently chased you down into this forbidden land where the Colossi live. And they're like, you didn't follow the laws, and now you're an abomination because you're taking in all their essence or whatever so that you can heal her. It's all fucking just Japanese bullshit.
I didn't like it when it came out. I didn't understand that game. I didn't understand Ico. I mean, they're beautiful games, but clearly I'm missing something in the translation. I feel the same way about the story.
So then you
Wait.
turn into this giant smoke demon, and there's like 30 seconds of you playing as this giant smoke demon, and you crush the guys that are chasing you. But a lot of them get away anyway. And they take your sword, which is a magical sword that allowed you to fight the Colossus, and they throw it into this pool of water, and it sucks you in. That's it. That's the game. You fail. In the character's eyes, he failed. They didn't bring her back to life. They tricked him because they were really demons. I don't know. It was so convoluted. They really throwed a lot of information at you at that last fucking clip scene.
Right.
And then there's like a baby in the pool with horns, and the girl comes to life afterwards. After all, and your horse, who you're companion with, before you fight the last Colossus, he jumps off a cliff.
What?
Yeah, he jumps off a cliff, and it's like.
Is there just something we're missing?
Several
the
hundred
problem?
feet of cliffside that this horse plunged down. And once you're back and she finds the baby or whatever, the horse comes back. He's just limping. Like he didn't fall off a fucking cliff. I don't know.
Why does the horse jump off a cliff?
Well, he saves you, essentially. There's this cutscene where you're jumping across some bullshit, and he launches you off of it, and it crumbles underneath him, and he falls off the cliff.
Okay.
He doesn't actually kill himself.
Yeah, I thought it was like some metaphorical thing where he can't stand watching you commit all these heinous acts anymore.
But yeah, I couldn't get into that bullshit story, which was very limited. I have no people like love the story, but really it's an intro cinematic, and then you kill 16 Colossuses, and then it's an ending cinematic. That's what the story is. The controls were super frustrating. The camera was super frustrating. And while it was a pretty game, I couldn't focus on that because I was dealing with all the other shit of the piece of shit game. And the biggest part of this is, like, this is the third time it's been remastered. Well, this is the third iteration of the game that's come out. There was a remaster for the PS3.
Yeah.
So the game that came out, it was remastered once. This is the second time it's been remastered. Like, you'd think the third time around they could kind of work on some of this stuff.
Well, you know what that means? It means they think there's nothing wrong to begin with.
I suppose.
I mean,
Which you disagree.
I for this game, I'm pretty sure they built the visuals from the ground up. Like, it sounds like they remade all the textures, and I don't know if they remodeled stuff as well. But for like the mechanics, like that's. All right, I'll give you a minute.
Yeah, just go. You know how much?
Like,
just like, yeah,
I don't know if you start fucking with like how the game controls, then you're kind of making a different game at that point. I don't know if that's still a remaster, you know?
So you're making kind of a Ship of Theseus argument too. Like, how much of it can you change before it stops?
There's quality of life things they could have done. The snapping of the camera could have easily been fixed by a little checkbox in the goddamn menu that said "Turn this off." And that would have saved me so much frustration.
Let me explain about what's wrong about the game. This is what they could have done.
That's fine. I'm not defending the game or anything.
Yeah.
It looked
I'm with
pretty
you,
when I watched you play it.
It did look pretty.
The sound was good, but it also looked frustrating to play.
Yeah, I just it's one of those things where I don't get it. I don't get why it's so touted as being one of the greatest. It's definitely a time thing. Like, you had to play it on release and really appreciate it.
Yeah,
I just don't feel it translates to current times.
Right. I mean, like, mechanically, games have gotten better. Cameras in games have gotten better. So, you know, you overlook that stuff when it's 2005.
Mm-hmm. So that was my Shadow of the Colossus experiment. I actually was having fun at the beginning of it, but then I just had to really power through it. If you go and watch the VOD, the last hour of it, I'm completely lost to humanity. My eyes are dead.
Yeah, you're just speaking in tongues.
Pretty much. Okie dokie. Anything else?
So,
what did you guys play this week?
Rust.
Rust? Yeah, you've
It's
been playing
Wipe
a lot
Day.
of Rust.
It's Wipe Day. Yeah, I even bought a shirt, a custom shirt skin that says "It's Wednesday, my dude" on it, talking about celebrating the release of Rust into full release, and also the wipe. I love it. It's fun. I'm still playing
It's
it.
Wednesday, my dude, just a meme? I don't
could
think it
be.
has anything to do with
it's a-
Rust.
Well, it's a double meme. There's the original
Holy
and-
shit! A double meme?
Yeah, well, because it's referencing the original meme, but it's also the day before the major wipe, man.
Okay.
They
Sweet.
patch it like every week, and they wipe it. Most standard servers wipe every week, and then once a month they do a blueprint wipe. So you have to relearn everything after that standard month.
Should make a T-shirt with the toilet paper roll on it and say it's wipe day.
Why not?
that's
Someone
good.
probably is. They have a whole fucking treasure trove of custom skins in the workshop and Steam are petitioning to be officially endorsed.
Yeah, so Wally really wants this podcast to be over so he can go and participate with all our community.
Actually, I don't.
No?
Well,
You'd
Wipe
rather
Day's
have
a
them
piece
get
of
a head
shit.
start?
Yeah, I want them to find a place, settle in, and then I'll help, build it and everything. But those first, 6 to 12 hours, man, it's a fucking free-for-all.
Sure.
I mean, If I wasn't doing this, I'd be doing it. But trust me, it's brutal. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah. What about you, there, Millpool?
I played a game called Tunnel Ambush. It's a free game on itch.io, and I'll read the description. It's I tried to recreate the tunnel scene from the movie iRobot, where the main character, played by Will Smith, get ambushed by robots.
Did it deliver?
Good. Yeah, it delivered on all of that. I've never seen iRobot, so I had to watch the scene first, which he puts on the website too. You can watch the scene before you play it. And
iRobot?
It's a pretty good recreation of that scene. And
yeah, iRobot, the Will Smith thing. The robots follow Isaac Asimov. What's his name?
Wait,
Isaac Asimov?
Asimov?
Yeah, it was an
Asimov?
Isaac Asimov book. Yeah.
They follow the 3 rules he created for robots. And,
I forgot that was even a movie. I remember it being really bad.
Shia LaBeouf is in it.
Oh yeah, and he was like a young Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, he was his sidekick or something. Taxi cab driver, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of Constantine.
No, I think he was. I think he was in that. It's a shitty movie. I love Constantine though.
Wasn't the kid in that Haley Joel Osment?
No, you're thinking of AI.
AI.
It's AI. Who was the psychic in Constantine?
The psychic?
The sidekick.
Shia
Was there a
LaBeouf.
sidekick? Was he in both?
He was in Constantine, I'm pretty positive.
Okay, so he was in Constantine.
He was a taxi cab driver.
Okay, so he was in Constantine and he was in iRobot.
Right. I don't know if
Isn't,
I don't know if he was a cab driver in iRobot also. Maybe he was.
He was like a newsboy or something. I thought.
He's a newsie. He's like, extracts to read all about it. The robots are coming.
Who's in Constantine? Isn't it
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
He fucking that was a great movie. I love that movie.
It was a great movie, but not very close to the source material, but
Not at all, but it was
good. It stood on its own. It was one of those non too often adaptations that are completely different but still good.
I'm really mad about what they did with the TV show.
Yeah.
They kind of butchered it.
Or
little
you're
bit.
thinking of Hellblazer,
Hellblazer, yeah, Hellblazer. I'm thinking of Hellblazer.
or was it
I was not happy.
Constantine?
No, I thought I could have sworn they called it. I could have sworn they called it Constantine, but I could be wrong. But it lasted only a season, and they really kind of fudged it a little.
Yeah.
Casting was good. No,
Yeah.
story.
He looked like him. All right. That's our wrap up of that stuff.
Still think we need to have a movie TV elongated thing at some point.
Yeah, you want to just turn this into that forever?
I mean, we have that though, except it's like a little bit shorter and more directed.
You talking about Biggie Size podcast?
Yeah, Biggie's podcast.
Yeah, but we also have to watch movies that no one wants to watch.
That's because you guys pick bad movies. You picked Baby's Day Out.
But it's true. But I feel like that's like throwing dartboards at a map and picking the movie. Whereas
The whole
Like
dartboard?
Throwing dartboards.
I don't know, you know what I mean? Like you're like throwing dartboards and picking like have a whole bunch of movies or spinning the wheel or whatever. But I'm talking like, hey, Constantine, that actor, that comic book, and then with this kind of organic conversation about shit a little bit more.
Sure. Oh, let's do it right now.
Okay.
We have nothing else to talk about unless you want to, move on.
Move on to what?
Unfortunate.
Yeah, we'll do Fortunately,
A
Unfortunately,
game
or Circle Jerk.
I feel
Should we
like
circle
Yeah,
Circle
we
jerk
could do
it?
that, or you could do movie TV show talk right now for 20 minutes.
Nah.
No.
It's our
not something.
podcast.
It's
We
not
can do
something that can be
whatever we want.
prompted. I can't just be like,
All right.
oh, you see this show?
Okay, well, I want to mention one thing though, like the Han.
You can't literally do that though.
The Han Solo trailer. Just out of curiosity, did you like it? Are you excited?
No, not really.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Star Wars. It looked okay, I guess.
Yeah, I get this weird thing where like I'm not as excited for the main movie trailers as I got for the spin-offs. Like the Rogue One trailer, I was fucking crazy for that. And I really like the Han Solo trailer too. I'm more excited for these one-offs than I am for the actual mainline narrative.
Sure. There are some cool visuals in it, but
You're worried about how they're going to do Han.
I'm just worried about it in general. Like every new phase of the Star Wars movies have gotten progressively worse in my mind.
They have.
So
No, I agree 100%.
So I just like, why should I have any sort of faith in this?
I don't know. I just get this kind of. It takes a lot for me to give a shit.
All of the
You know?
trailers look good.
Yeah, the trailers look good. I guess I just have high hopes. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Infinity War, I guess, has more of my attention at this juncture. Oh, and Black Panther this weekend. You gonna go see it?
Yeah. Going to see it Sunday.
I'm gonna see the fuck out of it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited also. Cool. All right. Well, should we circle jerk?
Yeah, it's Circle Jerk.
All right. Let me play a segue here.
You don't
He's a guy I'd like to meet. To see his dick would be a treat. Ask him, how does he do it all? Make your girl's panties drop like leaves in the fall. Of course. I'm talking about drunk off scotch. Knock a girl up by looking at her crotch. Don't fight him if he does this to your wives, 'cause I've seen the man shoot laser beams out his eyes. He's drunk off scotch.
You don't want to do Fortunately, Unfortunately?
We can do
With
fortunately, unfortunately. We can do
A
both.
3-man?
It's your
All right.
podcast, Millpool. You can do
Yeah,
whatever
you
you
can do
want.
whatever you want, man. Yeah, just say it.
What do you want to do?
Let's do both.
This episode is no good.
It's fine. You don't think any episode is good.
Yeah, you think you hate
Rarely.
everything.
Like, the best we get out of you is like, that was okay.
Yeah, I suppose. All right. Fortunately, unfortunately, what are we starting with? I'll start.
Okay.
Can we do both at the same time?
No, that'd be too
Okay.
much.
Oh, okay.
We could try it. You want to try it or no? I feel like
How
this
would
is
we
something
even do
we'd-
that?
Well, we'd start with a fortunately, and then we'd
And
circle
then
jerk
do
it.
Circle Jerk. Circle Jerk,
And
the
then
fortunately.
we'd
Circle
stop
Jerk.
and then do, yeah.
Oh my god. All right, let's give it a try.
Okay, we'll give it one try. We'll do one fortunately and one unfortunately, and see
Okay.
how we'll
Now,
we'll rest.
the major difference is the unfortunately will. There's no like organic back and forth. We're just gonna, whoever the sentence inevitably ends on will start the opposite.
Sure.
The following person.
Okay.
So
All right.
saying fortunately or unfortunately does not count as your word. Is that what you're saying?
No, it does.
It does, but I mean, like, you know how when we do Circle Jerk and we never quite know when the sentence may end. That
Yes.
kind of disrupts the flow of unfortunately, fortunately. So whenever the sentence just ends, the person that ends the sentence, the next person starts the new one with fortunately or unfortunately.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it. I'll just give us a prompt.
Okay.
Nasties in South Korea at the Olympics.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with that. Wally started out.
Fortunately,
Nasty.
Has
herpes.
Unfortunately.
he
Spreads.
His.
herpes
Around.
North.
Korea
As.
Did you say as?
Mhm.
A.
small
Cure.
Emerges.
okay. Fortunately,
This isn't working. The
yeah,
game doesn't
we're doing the
work.
opposites.
will
You said
warn you the
you said
opposite.
fortunately Nasty has herpes, and then we said unfortunately he spread the cure. We're doing it backwards, guys. Jesus Christ.
Do you want to give it one more try, or should we just do it normally?
We flipped it. We flipped it. Yeah, one more try. We can do this. We just flipped it.
All right. Do we need a new prompt, or are we still going with nasties in South Korea at the Olympics?
Well, let's go with that one again.
Okay. I'll start. Fortunately,
Nasty.
Is
winning
At
jerking
the
countless
Asian
slot.
jerking the Asian slot? Is that?
Let's go for slot machines, but
slot machines.
Unfortunately, he
has.
Herpes.
There you go.
Yes. God.
Do you want to keep going with this? I don't know how I feel.
I don't
about
know.
this.
Let's try it. Come on. We got to get a flow.
Okay.
We're gonna get flow.
Fortunately,
When
He
defecates
he
celebrates
unfortunately
the
Korean
band
Annyeong
sings
very
sadly.
nice. Are we unfortunately now?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
speed skating
Survives
Inside
our
hearts.
unfortunately
nasty
Does
not. That's a good one. I like it. Okay, we got our rhythm.
you guys want a new prompt?
Give us a new prompt.
Oh man.
Nasty's big announcement. What could it be?
The Just Okay Gamers become the #1 podcast in the world.
Okay. It's hilarious.
Unfortunately,
They
Our
ghosts
who
host
a
rival
podcast
where
they
spook
other
people
okay
fortunately
the
police
love
women
unfortunately
the
police
hate
women.
all right.
This is like written by an AI.
All right, I don't know if this is working.
You want to
Yeah.
do it? Let's do it normally. Let's do
Okay,
another
normal.
scenario.
Okay.
A normal
No, let's keep the scenario actually.
Normal, fortunately, unfortunately.
keep the scenario normal, fortunately,
Normal,
unfortunately.
fortunately, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Unfortunately, they all become addicted to amphetamines.
Fortunately, they have a high tolerance ceiling.
Unfortunately, they all start to stab each other every time they do a podcast.
Fortunately, they're stabbing each other with amphetamines.
Unfortunately, they all start. Their hearts explode.
Unfortunately, their hearts explode with love.
Shit. Unfortunately?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were all weird people born with two hearts.
Unfortunately,
No,
wait,
fortunate.
that's fortunately. Wait, that's an unfortunate thing to still survive.
I don't know, man. I lost track. I remember why we stopped playing this game.
Yeah, I think it's
Why?
shit now. Fuck.
No, it's good. It's going good.
I don't know where to go from there.
All right, new prompt. We're trying this fresh. Everybody, clear your minds.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the prompt? Give us a prompt, Millpool.
The prompt is that there's a hot new video game out, but we can't play it because all of our computers broke.
Fortunately, I have a new computer coming in the mail.
Unfortunately, it's being shipped from China.
Fortunately, Gweedo now lives in China.
Unfortunately, I live there, but I don't have a home or a place to stay.
Fortunately, you found a convenient ditch next to a bridge and converted it into a temporary dwelling.
Unfortunately, all the hobos with all the STDs love that ditch and love fucking whatever's in it.
Fortunately, I love being fucked by hobos.
Unfortunately, you're being fucked in a bed of needles.
Fortunately, those neos contain the cure for all the STDs that he's getting.
Unfortunately, the side effects to that cure means my dick falls off.
Fortunately, you have two dicks.
Unfortunately, his second dick doesn't work.
Fortunately, I go to a Chinese doctor who implants a system to make the second dick work.
Unfortunately, it takes 2 years for it to fully work.
Fortunately, Guido's computer arrives finally.
Unfortunately, I am getting all sorts of hormone therapies and surgeries to deal with my dick, and I am not home when it arrives.
Fortunately, your skin looks amazing.
Unfortunately, Gweedo fell down and broke his head.
All right. Okay.
What?
Okay,
No.
This is good. Good job, everybody. Millpool, you wanted this to go well so bad. I
It's
see
so
it
hard
in your
to
face.
feel good about myself. Being around you.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I thought that went fine. I'm getting the impression from you that you didn't think so.
Well, we had the failed attempts of the circle jerk, fortunately, unfortunately, that we were riding on.
That could have been a cool new game that we get to play. But it didn't work out. That's okay.
You know, you got to try new things. That's what
Yep.
my priest has been telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything-
Who's your priest called? What's your priest's name?
Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right. That's it for those shitty games that we just played. We're back to trivia next week.
I got a good
What do you
Trivia,
guys?
voicemails? Is it in voicemails or?
Oh yeah, it's voicemails next week. Well,
2 weeks. I got a
2
game lined up
weeks.
for all y'all.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. It's easy. You don't
What-
need to know games that much.
what listeners are left in 2 weeks? There's going to be a great game coming out. All right. Time for my favorite segment. That's Listener of the Week.
Yo, listener of the week now. He's gonna be real sweet now. It's listener of the week. Yeah.
This week's Listener of the Week is Xeriae. Xeriae? Let's go with Xeriae. Xeriae gave us 5 stars on the United States of America iTunes, titled his or her review, Knee-Slapping Good Time. And his or her review is as follows. A video game podcast that hits on the relevant going-ons in the industry and provides bit after bit of comedic gold. Ooh. Could not possibly recommend more. Asterisk, cue mouth fight. Thanks, Xeriae. You are a listener of the week.
Yo, listener of the week now. He's gonna be real sweet now. It's listener of the week. Yeah.
You can be listener of the week by leaving a review on iTunes. We need those reviews. Got a few left.
Give me your fucking review.
I'm really tired. What I would love is a surge of like 20 reviews. Get a set for the next half year. That'd be great. Yeah, that's that. I guess I'll do the plugs. Go to justokgamers.com. Click our merch store. You can buy a Just Okay Gamers t-shirt or hoodie or mug or sticker with our stupid faces on it or something. I don't know, man. Nobody ever buys merch. Go to twitch.tv/justokgamers. You could be here for the talking and watching. We play video games on Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, and Sundays. The podcast, as always, well, maybe not always, but is usually on Thursdays. So do all that, and we'd appreciate it. Right? What do you guys think?
Yeah, that was really great. Those plugs.
They weren't that
They're
good,
natural.
man. They could have been better.
I don't know. I think you got a real future in
Plug-in?
plugs. Mm-hmm. Plug-in.
Yeah, you're a plug master.
So what are we doing? We're at the Olympics?
Yeah, open your eyes.
Oh, yeah, I've had my eyes closed for the past 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
shit.
want to say anything, but yes, we were at the Olympics. Should we try to get Nasty out of here from his indoctrination, or
Nah, I say let him go. He'll come back. He always comes
he
back.
Seems happy, right?
Yeah. Let him have this. But we got a plane to catch.
Yep.
We
It's
just
right
got
there.
here. Yeah, oh, there it is.
No, it's powering up. Wow. Oh, it powered down again.
It must not have a lot of fuel. We should really get that plane checked out before we ride in
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
All right. I guess we'll see you guys next week. I feel really bad about this episode.
Why?
Why?
No, it was fine.
That's fine.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry.
What? We're not good.
Okay. I guess it was good. They're telling me it's good. It's good. It's good. Fuck it.
It's
Fuck
good.
it. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Question.